Alright, there we go. Oh goodness. Thank you very much, Judge Judy, for following. I think it's about time that we get started, don't you? We're good? Yeah, we're fine. Lovely. Alright. Time for chill stream. Hell yes. Oh, we love to see that. Just let me know if the eyebrow or like the eyelashes ever bug out, because then we can just change that over to the auto wink. But I think it should be fine. I think it should be fine. No, it's alright, Nitro. Don't worry about it. Glad you're doing fine. Oh goodness, that chat box is a little bit bad, isn't it? I mean, fantastic work on like designing the stream overlay, but oh my goodness, is that chat box tiny? Chuck it over there, lovely. Can barely see a person. Oh, we gotta get the furry tag up in the stream. Very nice. Furry. That'll do. Yeah, we might not end up streaming an awful lot. Like maybe an hour and a half today. because I do have to get ready for like a proper fancy going out event. But you should be able to get at least the line art done. I would like to get that done at the very least. Also, you'll be pleased to see the sort of the budgetary embellishings that we've been participating in. I don't know, I feel like this is a lot more cozier. Oh, it's okay. I mean, let's face it, it's a Monday afternoon, realistically speaking. Well, Tuesday afternoon over here. Realistically speaking, Monday evening everywhere else in the country. Or, sorry, on the globe. So, you know, it's okay if no one's here. But if anyone drops by, that's cool. Hate to sound a little bit misanthropic, but it's actually a really good opportunity for me to get this over and done with. Kinda tired from after a shower. Ay, ay, ay. Transform, edit, transform. Might make that 400. See how that works. But yeah, goodness gracious, it's 10:13. I presume you're somewhere within the try that again. Somewhere within the US. I know that, you know, a lot of Twitch is a bit of night owls. But still, like, most people are in bed by 10:13. Some aren't, but, you know, that's alright. Oh, you're in Montana. I'm in Australia, you see. So I'm like, not 19 hours ahead, more like 16, I think. It's either 16 or closer to... Wait, no, it's 10:13 at the moment, so let's see, 18. Is that how it works? Ah, who cares? Math is hard. Yeah, so 10:13 over there, it is 2:15 over here, 2:13. 8 plus 12, that's 20 hours ahead. That can't be right, surely. So we're a day ahead. That's 12 hours. Oh yeah, no, it's 12 plus, it's 12 plus 4, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, we're 16 hours ahead of you. There you go. There we go. We were clever, weren't we? Yeah. Well, you see, like, there's some time zones that are about a half hour ahead. So, for example, I think certainly in Adelaide, here in Australia, they can be like a half hour ahead or behind. Like, compared to, say, Brisbane, for instance. It's kind of weird, honestly. I don't understand why that is the way it is, but clearly the world still seems to work, so something's happening. Yeah, no, it's very weird. There are some countries that have had a little bit of an issue with time zones. I think I remember seeing that Singapore somewhere. Their time zone has bounced around in the past century. Because they used to work under Malaysia, but now they're in time with, not sure who they're in time with actually. But yeah. Yeah, time zones usually differ by hours or sometimes even half hours. Never anything in between though. Also, crazy thing, right? Have you heard about, like, the Twitch hate raids that have been happening as of late? Because it's a little bit freaky how they managed to do it. Haven't been on Twitch in a while. Yeah, so this is like a very, very recent development. Like, we're talking within the past couple of weeks. Essentially, to be able to hate raid people, and, you know, have bots just spam in chats. What they do is they use an IP logger. And so I believe I was followed by an account that was an IP logger. I think it was something like HOS. 00312, and you know, there's like a bunch of Twitch bots that, you know, basically do their best, and you know, it's an IP logger. Whenever you open someone's Twitch account info, that's linked to an IP logger, and that can be used to trace your IP information, which is all right. It's all right for us because we're using a VPN. All I'd have to do is just, like, you know, my IP would never be compromised. But yeah, no, it's very, very freaky how they've been able to do it. There's always the homophobes that manage to figure out, okay, how can we exploit the system the best? It's a little bit concerning, but oh well. Is that finger too? Oh, I think that finger's too long, isn't it? That's alright. We can work with it. Oh, an IP, that, like, your IP address. And so right now I'm connected to a different, like, I'm connected to a VPN server. And so my IP address is now, like, that server's IP address. I'm pretty bad with computers, but that, like, that's the general gist of it. if you were connecting from your own router, because like my connection is being routed through someone else's server, if you were connecting from your own router, you would basically be, like someone could trace your, if someone could trace your IP, they could trace your router. I don't know. I think it's an exploit. The reason why people can hate raid is more of an exploit using IP addresses. But yeah, freaky stuff really. Very freaky stuff. I gotta make sure not to have like too bad sleepy eyes. Because like right now, yeah, Clive does look like he's drifting off a little bit. Kind of weird, but oh well. It is a little bit scary, isn't it? Oh well. I am glad that there are smarter people than me to let me know of anything awful that might be happening. Feral Day ASMR, goodness gracious. Not me. That's not me. That is a pretty good friend of the stream though. An all-round friend. We love Feral. What does that mean? Oh, Feral Day is a user. Another ASMR YouTuber. But yeah, no, we're just chilling. Yeah. No, they, yeah. Like, they popped in a couple of times, and I think we got to know each other from, like, them joining my stream. And then, yeah, we could just kind of been talking. I'm in their server. I don't have my own server, so, you know. But yeah, they're chill. They're a chill person. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Speaking of chill. What do you think of the new upgrades, Fucky? The new upgrades to the stream. Let's make his wrist a little bit less thick, shall we? Oh, it doesn't feel like me. Alright. Interesting feedback. Why do you say that? Is it because it like feels more like a generic streamer setup? Is that what you're getting at? Because like I would have to agree with you. Like I basically, this is just a template taken off of Streamlabs Prime, and I've done very little to customize it so far. But I would like to take some pointers and, you know, make some changes. Yeah, no, it is all very lo-fi, isn't it? think before it was, I don't know. Felt more like an art stream, certainly. But I don't know. I like how cozy this feels. But again, like, if you're not a fan of it, then I'm more than happy to change for you. But I don't know. Again, it feels cozy. That's the point of these streams. Oh, wait, no. Okay, no, we're fine, we're fine, we're fine. Blueberry, hello, how are you doing? Now, if I'm not mistaken, is this the same Blueberry Husky from Twitter? Or like from, yeah, no, from Twitter. Oh, you don't have Twitter. That's so coincidental. There is a Blueberry Husky on Twitter who recently followed me. But anyway, welcome to the stream. We might make this black. No. Come on. Or we can do something of the variation. How do I tell people you're a furry? Oh, I mean, if they just like ask you politely in conversation, hush Nitro. If like anyone asks you, oh, are you a furry? And you're like, oh yeah, yeah I am. I think that's like the best and most chill way to tell them and talk about it in general. But yeah, no, it's a chill thing. I mean, it's just like it's a swanky little hobby, isn't it? It's what you always have to remember. We'll have to give some definition to this shape once we finish drawing it. But for the most part, it's fine. Was it harder? So, I came out as furry before I came out as gay. I think that's the good thing about the fandom, is that it's like a nice little safe space for, you know, young, shy, gay lads as they're growing up. Because, like, you learn how to express yourself. Whereas I never really had that, you know, growing up when it came to being gay. Because I came from, like, a fairly conservative, small regional town. And I just didn't know how to, you know. I don't know. My personal advice is, like, unless you're asked about it, then just say no. Because, like, in a way, it's like asking someone about your hobbies. And then you ask, then you say that, oh, I'm a furry. But I think I can understand, especially, like, if you haven't, you know, figured yourself out yet, it's easier to come out as furry in a weird way. The song in the background isn't too loud, is it? That's not like my main... that's something I hope that doesn't happen. We need to go up a little bit. Something like that. Yeah, we can work with that. That's right, that's right. Now we can draw the sleeves. What age should you be cursing at? I mean, just be comfortable, you know. It's... Oh, get a fursuit? Oh, goodness, no. Fursuits are very, very expensive. And plus, like, if you get a suit while you're young, chances are you'll grow out of it really quick. My advice, if you want to try and express yourself as a furry, try and, like, get into VR chat. Well, I mean, VR chat is cheaper, it's more long term. Fursuits cost, like, in upwards of $10,000 for a full suit. And for individual components, it's like, you know, at least $100. No, not at least $100. But yeah, I don't know, fursuits are expensive. I would highly recommend just avoiding them while you're young. But certainly, like, if you're older and if you have VR chat, invest in, like, a custom model. I don't have a VR headset, mind you, and I don't have VR chat. I just don't understand how any of that works. And I need one of my friends to introduce me to it. But, like, you can get a custom furry model that would last you longer for, you know, a fraction of the price that a suit would get you. You know? And plus you can do a lot more in terms of like online RP, if that's what you want to do. So I don't know. That's just like, that's my advice, because it's like the financially smart decision to make. But like, if you want to get components like a fursuit head, hand paws, things like that, then, you know, nothing wrong with that. It's just going to be more expensive. There's not really an age that you should get a fursuit. Hello, Koo. How are you doing, love? Right. But yeah, like the thing is with the fursuit, yeah. The best thing, like the best piece of advice I would give is like, especially growing up and moving out, is like, be very careful of how you spend your money. Because like, you don't want to splurge, and you want to keep your living costs to a minimum, so you can spend more money on things that you like. Being able to like budget efficiently is like a god tier skill to have later in life. Because like, if you're getting takeaway like 4 times a week, that's about $10 a meal, or at least over here it's $10 a meal. Whereas you can get $10 for 2 meals, or even like a whole day's worth of meals. You know, that stuff adds up over time. Let's see the size of these. That's that size, that's that size. Yeah, that's about right. Sweet. Anyway, Koo, how are you doing? Oh, I could not imagine anything would be worse for your liver than living off of McGriddles. Type 1 diabetes incoming, honestly. I'll behave today. Oh dear. Also, Koo, what are your thoughts on the stream upgrades? Just trying to gauge like everyone's individual response. Because like, it does feel generic, like a generic streamer setup, but I would like to see what your input is on it. Thing is, I'm 12, so I don't know what to do if my parents don't. Yeah, look, it's tough. Growing up is especially tough. But, you know. It's okay. Like, do you have any other friends who are furries? Like, around your age? Because, like, I found being able to sort of cope with all of it was made easier by having friends. Oh goodness, you poor thing. Alright, good advice for making friends while you're still young. Alright, this is gonna get tough. Because, like, there are a lot of predators out on the internet. I want to make sure you avoid all of them as much as possible. There are some nasty, nasty people on the internet. But there's also some lovely, lovely people too. Oh dear. I like how there's ranks for the best video games in this series, and the series of video games, you know, amount to 2. It's like, oh goodness, you're basically just doing a coin flip. It's like saying, okay, which is the best Ken Levine Bioshock game when he's developed two of them, one being Infinite and one being the original. So you're like, you basically have to stretch yourself thin and say, oh, well, I guess we're going to count Minerva's Den as its own thing. We're going to count Burial at Sea episode 1 and 2 as their own thing too. Oh, it's silly. Very, very silly. But like, advice for making friends, I assume now that since you play VR chat, you're kind of savvy with, you know, interacting with people online. But usually, like, people your age will find friends, you know, either in sort of like video game communities, Twitch communities. Oh, what do you mean, nope? I don't chat a lot in VR chat. Aww. Well, what do you do? I just sit and watch people. Aww. I see. I get that. I used to be very, very sort of introverted growing up. Okay. No way am I gonna stoop. Well, actually, let's be real. I am a shill, so I am absolutely gonna stoop to promoting Raid Shadow Legends if given the opportunity. That would be hilarious. But yeah, I don't know. Do you have any friends at school? Because, like, a lot of friends that I made, Oh, you could hear that? Oh, that was some sort of, like, roadworks garbage happening. But yeah. No, the way I made a lot of friends online was, just, like, getting into a community. Just kind of chatting. Oh, you're homeschooled. Right, gotcha, gotcha. You poor... That's tough. That's really, really tough. But look, I mean, my best piece of advice, you know, if you just like, if you try that again. If you're a little bit more talkative on VR chat, you know, you could end up making friends. But you have to be very, very careful that you don't give out any of your private information. That's a big thing. Never, never do that. I remember I was really, really paranoid as a kid on the internet. Definitely helped in the long run. But yeah. Trust me, as soon as like you start being talkative, you'll make friends. It may feel disheartening at first and some people might just, you know, bully you. But give it enough time, you'll eventually find people who like similar things. Especially if you're on VR chat. Because, like, that's a... You know. You could do things with that. Georgie, welcome. Welcome to... Ah, yes. Oh, you're Georgie! Oh, hell yeah. I am a big fan of your work, Georgie. Lovely. Lovely. Oh, dear. It took me a second to realize the meme. Took me a second, but once I got it, it was like, oh. I haven't actually played through Papers, Please. I'm part of that generation on YouTube that basically grew up. Sick. Hardly a job. I'd say it's a hobby. But you know, it's the hobbies that you enjoy doing that matter, aren't they, Georgie? Hey, did you end up getting into AEST at all? Because I heard you had a bit of an issue trying to get in there in the first place. Also, I should probably mention to avoid confusion, there's a tiny little indie game called Papers, Please. Georgie Kostova is a character in it. So, you know, a bit of drug references here and there, but, you know. Could try to... So, here's the thing, you could try, just be wary that it takes a lot of money, a lot of time, and a lot of patience. But by all means, if you've got the money to spend, and if you're willing to, like, you know, work towards that, you know, big ups to you. I think I'm friends with some of my friends are fursuit makers. They've really, really enjoyed it. It is a very, very sort of satisfying hobby. But, you know, most creative efforts are. There's a, you know, drawing, for instance. I might just sneak that down here. Sweet. But yeah. Yeah, it's a very tough hobby, but like some of my friends are makers and they've made their own fursuits and they do look incredible. But yeah. I mean, look, there's a lot of sort of like cash schemes, whether it be your Roblox, whether it be, I don't know, VR chat. I mean, you can do commissions off of VR chat. That's probably where money is nowadays. But, you know, ultimately, like, your hobby as a fursuit maker is, you know, it's going to start out as a hobby, and with time, it could end up becoming a source of revenue for you. But you have to, I mean, you know, it's a big money sink, big time sink. So do be wary. But if you do have that money to spend, and if you do want to, you know, pursue it, by all means, give it a go. I mean, this thing right here, this whole stream business, this is a hobby for me. I don't make any money off of it. I just sit here and I talk to people. Do Protogen fursuits have built-in cooling? Oh, freak no. Goodness no. I was about to swear there. Do a bit of a naughty cussing. Goodness gracious. No. No. I mean, look, there's there were some old fursuits back in the day that I used to, you know, follow. You know, the type that were more performers rather than, Hi Cody, how are you doing? Yeah, but the more that were more performative instead of, like, being a fursona. Actually, we might keep that there. But, oh goodness gracious. Oh, you gotta go. I'll take care, Blue. Take care, Blue. It was nice having you around. But yeah, back in the day, oh, I can't remember. It was like, I believe the fursuit maker was like, no, it wasn't Experibase. It was like Big Base Wolf or something like that. And it was a completely sort of like mechanical, or like, it was a fursuit with speakers built into it. Yeah, really ancient fursuit that I imagined would have cost them so much money, but also would have, what's his face? Would have had like internal cooling and things like that, because goodness gracious. Furries can get scary with the amount of money that they just spend on stuff. Yeah, absolutely. I'll probably be live the exact same time. But yeah, take care, Blue. So button 1, button 2, button 3, button 4, something like that. Because he is small boy. I'll stop you. I mean, look, 21 isn't old. You Zoomers might think, oh, 21, guy's practically a fossil. But seriously, I don't know. I've just been around for a while. I have friends, and I have a stable friend group, and I have a life outside of the fandom as well. So, you know, sort of live and let live some days. Some days it feels like. Thank you, Georgie. Thank you. Does mean a lot. That's true. I can't be the best if Arstotzka is the best. Absolutely true. Georgie, since you're here, I saw that you made a cameo appearance in a short film. Let's have a look at this. Papers, please. Short film. I don't know if you remember this, but really, really solid short film that you were in. You might want to check that out if you're feeling a little bit nostalgic. But yeah, no, this is like really, really well done. Very nice 10-minute short film. I'm not going to watch it on stream, but just putting it out there. Just putting it out there. Alright, get rid of that and we'll like drag this down, I think. Kinda uncertain if I want to add some more details to it. Probably will though. But yeah. Do. You know what? We're gonna do this the proper way. We're not gonna bugger around. There we go. What do you mean my overlay isn't working? What do you mean? I hope it better be, it better be working. Yeah. There we go. There we go. Something like that. Sweet. Oh, you're talking about the man. Alright. He's not moving much. In terms of like, just like the head tilt, Yeah, no, I'm just not as energetic today. That's the reason, more than anything else. I was looking at chat stream and I didn't notice the messages. Oh, right. Right, I understand. I should probably move that up, actually. Let's do that. But yeah, no, I'm just not as expressive today. That's probably the main issue. Plus, like, the light levels in my room are changing. Because I started streaming when the sun was high in the sky. Yeah, he's not tracking my mouth as best now. And, you know, a pretty good light was, you know, shone across my face. But now that the sun is starting to set, well, I say starting to set, it's just not shining as brightly into my room. Thingy. What am I trying to say? Basically, like, the model is only as sensitive as the ability for it to track my face. And if my face doesn't have enough light on it, then it's not going to track as well. Goodness. Took a while. I was meandering a lot, but we finally got there. Oh, please. I'm interested what your views on this are. Because I've been fairly lucky to only work summer jobs and not like a sustained thing. Because I'm forced to basically move out of my hometown twice a year. Yeah, I'm curious if you have any, you know, harrowing tales of your experiences. Alright, that's the line art done. Sweet. Yeah. We have a beautiful little combination of, you know, not being awake enough and not having eyelashes that stay open. Working in theatre because I need a less demanding job. Been a weird trip. Okay. Like a good writer, you've basically set up your story from the get-go. Let's have a look-see. Yeah, he's not tracking my lips as best now. Oh, that's unfortunate. Oh well. Oh, hey Blue, how are you doing? Oh yeah, no, we have a bit of a harrowing story that Ku is telling us about. Can I alt click this? Weird. Okay. Let's see if that makes it look a little bit better, but not too good. I want to get this chat working just right. And every opportunity I get to change it, there's just something else that's like, meh. Anyway. have seen a proto toaster. Bit of a haha, bit of a haha, bit of a funny. Where's the head? It's all the way over here, isn't it? Get rid of the sketch too. Ushering, okay. Oh yeah, no, children are awful. Children are just bad. Children in pretty much every single situation are awful. Absolutely awful to deal with. No offense, Blue, but you're a tween, so that's... Oh, you've been doing YouTube? Sweet! Lovely. Oh, sweet. Congratulations. They never finish their drinks. They throw popcorn everywhere. Yep. that is what working with kids is like. They just get their awfulness everywhere. Very, very unfortunate. Very, very glad not to have worked with children. Or had to deal with them in the fact, for that matter.
Computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
I had to open one morning to all those showings, all by myself. Oh no. Oh, you poor thing. Oh. Oh, that sounds absolutely awful, Koo. That does not sound like fun at all. Oh, what have you found in the past? I can only bear to... I can only imagine what you've found. And I can't imagine any of it would be good. I reckon you've found like a cell phone a handful of times, surely. I say cell phone, you know what I mean. You know what I mean. I'm not a boomer, I swear. I'm not a boomer. We'll keep the bowler hat as symmetrical, but like all of the other, you know, things down here. Oops. Sweet. Then what we do is we just go over all of this and just clean everything up. Sweet. Tiny, oh no. Oh goodness gracious. That sounds awful. Okay, Kelsey, before you say anything, I didn't make it. This is a template. This is a template that like Streamlabs Prime allows you to use for free. Well, I say for free. Streamlabs Prime is itself a subscription. But yeah. Oh, Callahan, goodness. And also, yeah, Rainforest was a complete disaster. That's what happens when you don't have staff who you know, who'd be responsible. Anyway. Anyway, I think we're going to stream for like maybe 26 more minutes. I definitely want to stream until I've got all of this line art done. I think anything beyond that is pretty much a bonus. Sweet. Oh. Mark that up a little bit. Now you can take care of all of that. Very nice. All of this too. All of that, all of that. All of that, all of that, all of that, all of that, all of that. All of that. Sweet. Well, I'm learning the anatomy of cats right now. So I'm trying something new and I'm actually... Sweet! Good stuff. I always find trying something new can end up leading you down a path that you never expected to go down. So really happy that you're enjoying the anatomy of cats. Yeah, we're pretty much done here, I think. Sweet. It's a little bit of an issue over here, but that's okay. Very nice. We're gonna chuck all of this into a folder and call it Clive. Should we do the arm or the bird first? I actually want to do the bird. I think that would be funnier. There we go. There's not too much to do actually, we just draw all of that. Making a mini comic. Very nice. A cup of butter. Oh, that is grim. Oh goodness, alright, goodbye Cody. Take care. Take care, Cody. Yeah, no, the old one's out is friends with furries, and they're probably a furry themselves. Yeah, old one's out is sick. Alright, I'm just gonna speed draw this bird because it's like not meant to be awfully fancy. Very deliberately meant to resemble sort of like what you would get in a sort of like an atlas, if you know what I mean. So we're gonna change up our technique by just going for very broad sort of pencil-like strokes instead of anything, you know, long, flowing and calculated. There we go. Sweet. Oh no! One of your sisters has like 7 fursuiter videos. Oh sweet. Good-o. Yeah, we're just gonna go for a more sketchy feel, I think, of the wings. We're not gonna go for like super duper deluxe drawing. It's meant to be a little bit rough. People spilled their butter twice. Ugh. See, at the cinema that I used to go to in my small town, the butter came, or like the popcorn came pre-buttered. There's not a lot of self-service options here in Australia. It's just not, it's like one of our cultural differences compared to you guys. But yeah, no, there's not too much self-serve here in Australia. We don't get free refills on drinks. That's something I wish we got over here, but you guys just have and take for granted. Can never get a free refill. Sweet, those feathers. Had to deal with some dude who wanted to give my... Oh goodness, you poor thing. We don't have ounce cups. I think we go all the way up to liter cups. Wait, does that sound... No, yes. 750 mil. Yeah, no, it's measured in milliliters, not ounces. We don't have, like, ounce measurements for our cups. We kind of just have small, medium, and large. But our small is probably like... Or our medium is equivalent to your small. Because our, you know, serving sizes are different over here. Sweet. Oh no. Oh no, Koo. Yeah, we don't have 30. We don't have, well, we don't regularly have liter cups. They only go up to about probably like your medium. Our larges are about your medium size. But you know, our jumbo cups are probably your large size. So you can probably get like liter cups in very, very specific circumstances. Like I think the Marvel movies, whenever they come out with their own special cups that are like liter fulls. But it's just generally not like a common thing over here. Sweet. That's so unfortunate. Like, okay. Twitch is really bad when it comes to, like, addressing anything community. There's little stake to, you know, worry about it too much. Like, the aforementioned hate raids, basically nothing has been done about them. It's very, very unfortunate. Plus, the moderation staff is a little bit dodgy. Yeah, it's kind of like, there's no winning in a weird way. Because, like, you don't have moderation on YouTube, but you don't have but you do have sort of like lackluster moderation on Twitch. It's very, very odd. Very, very odd. Alright, that's pretty much done. Alright, we have Burb. Burb is done. It's a very, very poorly drawn osprey eagle. To cuss. Oh no. Oh dear. Oh dear. Yeah, I really wish there was more like pride stuff in sort of the global emotes for Amazon. So I made a CG video of YouTube. It's a thumbnail. Oh yeah, no, that's the Ape Society, whatever it is. What on earth is going on in this chat? Goodness gracious, you guys. Goodness gracious. Let's see, it's almost about time that we're done. I'm gonna do like these sort of like quasi-style clouds. I mean, look, the best thing you can do at a corporation is kind of just yell at them and call them homophobic and things like that, because that usually, you know, that generally causes them to, you know, put in the work to output, like, you know, any sort of change. As long as it doesn't interfere with the business model, which I don't imagine homophobia would interfere with the business model. Because, like, Amazon has been, what's its face? It's been called out for, like, very aggressive business practices in an attempt to monopolize the digital economy. But, you know, if you can get social change out of a company very easily. I mean, think of it like how many companies now have, like, a sort of, like, something to do with pride, which, you know, changes, especially in places like Iran, but for the most part. Is that internet rule about the Batman? Yeah, I think every mention of that person from now on should just be accompanied as the antagonist of World War II. Because I genuinely think he does feel like a bit of a movie villain sometimes. Very, very pathetic what the German army did back then. Because, like, there's a weird fascination with sort of like German scientists that they were like, you know, super scientific. No, the you know, very stupid decisions were made with, like, eugenics and things like that. You know, that party is a very silly party. It's a very silly party. But anyway, I don't want to get too much into it. But there's a very concerning thing, like, like the soldiers, the German soldiers of World War II, or the German scientists of World War II, were like this very like outgoing sort of like scientific marvel of the world. No. No. They performed experiments on humans that pretty much did not, like, contribute, you know, whatsoever towards any sort of scientific understanding. Very vain, arrogant, very vain, arrogant, and very foolish sort of group of political ideologue back then. And, you know, that's why they lost. Because they blitzkrieged too much, and eventually, like, you know, people just didn't believe in the German dream. Very flawed German dream. German nightmare for a lot of people. Anyway, that's enough of awfulness. That's enough of that. Oh dear. Are you talking about... No, you're not talking about X. Who on earth are you talking about? I can't remember a famous Austrian streamer. Probably is one, but I just can't remember their name. Do I have any Lego sets? I had a bunch when I was younger, but not so much nowadays. I don't make a habit to collect Lego sets. Some of my friends do. They're pretty chill. But like I've never collected any sets myself. Anyway, we're about to finish this line art and be done with the day. Oh, Kurus. Okay, okay, I see who you're talking about. I get you, I get you. No, Franz Ferdinand was, No, he wasn't Austrian, was he? Surely not. Oh, he was? Oh, my bad. Okay. I never even knew. Yeah. What is it? It's in Blackadder where they're arguing why on earth they're fighting in the war. And one of them pops up and says, I heard of mate called Archduke shot an ostrich because he was hungry. Because Archduke Franz Ferdinand shot an well, no. What? Oh, come on. Come on, history brain, you can figure it out. The Archduke was shot in Hungary by an assassin named Oswald or something like that. Archduke shot an ostrich because he was hungry, something like that. Starts talking about, not an Austrian artist, excuse you. No, no, no. No, 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 no. Shot an ostrich. Yeah, Blackadder on the courses of World War I. Pog. We love that. Now, if we go to Franz Ferdinand, you were assassinated by... No, who was your assassin? Goodness. Oh, goodness. Franz Ferdinand and wife were assassinated by Gavrilo Princip. Yeah, I would never have got that name. Thing is, the way I see it, blah 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 blah. Yeah, the joke is that like no one knew what they were fighting for in the First World War because it was so poorly communicated. And then everything kind of just cascaded from there. Hello, Crystal. Also, hello, Flat Frog for joining in. Yeah, let's quit with the war talk, shall we? Because we are almost done with the stream. These are awful, awful renditions of arteries, but that's okay. There we go. That's about right. Yeah, no, I'm in QLD. I'm in Queensland. Ask your questions now. Yes, keep me around. Why not? Oh, goodness. But yeah, no, we're in Queensland. We've managed to get off with pretty... We've been able to, yeah. If you're in Perth, yeah. I haven't heard much of Perth. How have you guys handled it? Pretty well? Because, like, right now everyone's talking about Sydney. Sydney and, sort of like, I still don't know how to feel about it. Like, granted, as long as their vaccinations are high enough, people will be getting sick, but they won't be getting hospitalized, and that's really what's necessary in the economy. I reckon if our vaccination was as good as the UK or the US, then we wouldn't have to be in a lockdown. But the issue is that, like, you know, the reason why the Premier's been getting a lot of flack is that they haven't really shut it down as effectively as other states have. And, you know, obviously that becomes a bigger issue. Oh well. Yeah. Yeah, pretty much. Lots of lockdowns. Same thing went over here, and same thing happened in Victoria. Yes, no. Someone was resurrected because of the virus. Very, very funny. Yeah, it's very crazy out there. I do wonder. Oh, whoopsie. Come on, you. Oh my goodness, Callahan. Goodness. About the Finnish zombies. Yes. You thought Call of Duty zombies was terrifying. Nah, wait till you see Finnish zombies. Yup. Sketch, whereabouts are we? Where does that leak out into? Just about there. It's not really connected. It just leaks out by... Yeah. Anyway. There is a good reason why I did not take anatomy, and because that is a silly class. I like my micro stuff. Dear, oh dear. Alright. Sweet. Finnish people are built different. Very, very scary people the Finns are. The Finnish, not the Finns, you silly maniac. Sweet, that's pretty much everything though. Let's make sure that we get our anatomy correct before we make any hasty decisions. Goes over the top, right? I'm fairly sure that's just like diagrammatic, and that's not how it is in real life, but it probably is. Probably is. Sweet. There we go. Oh, I'm glad you find my voice calming. That's sort of the point of it, in a small way. The Nordic countries have some of the world's least serious people. Yet a friend in Mexico wants to go there. Oh yes, absolutely. I think it's probably due to like the outlook on life is different over there compared to over here. Alright, that's pretty much everything. Basically, the idea for what we're going to do with this panel is... Let's just get rid of all of this, and then we can discuss it. So, we are not going to include, like, Clive whatsoever. This entire page here is going to be rather muralistic. Haha, Queensland is the nicest sounding. Beast WA. I mean, maybe. Who knows? We still have a lot of, like, you know, your frustrating... Also, thanks for the subscription, Flat Frog. I didn't realize that you'd done that. We have a lot of some of the more frustrating, sort of like conservative values over here. Thank goodness we have labour and power, because otherwise we'd have this nonsense in New South Wales. But yeah, Anastasia is pretty goated. Basically got, I mean, all of Queensland, mind you, not just Anastasia. Because like we had a bit of a Delta scare due to like what was happening in New South Wales. We got that pretty under control really quickly. But I think overall Queensland's a nice place, all things considered. I'm curious when the next general election is going to occur, though, because I think we're in for a change of order, no, don't you? Think I'm getting rather sick of it, honestly. But yeah, I don't know. Queensland's a nice place. There are nice people over here. The University of Queensland's a nice place. All in all. It's just a pretty decent place overall. Let's use a big boy for this. Well, that's good. It's, in a way, it's good that you have nothing, because, like, otherwise, you know, it would be a huge health disaster. So, you know, it may feel kind of like meh, but, you know, count your blessings, as they say. Anyway, that's pretty much everything done. We just need to go into wherever Clive is. Right. So hair, hat, eyes, face, everything else. Move it all the way down here. There we go. Oh, oops. Forgot one final area. That's over here. But yeah. How's the awful sleep? I do not have an awful sleep schedule, mind you. I have a great sleep schedule. But yeah, the idea for this page is that, like, it's going to be divided into sort of like a red side on top, blue side on top, red side on bottom, to get the idea of convection implanted in the viewers' heads. 7 watching and nice. I know, right? It's lovely. Yeah, it's almost 7 AM over there for you, but it is 3:47 PM over here. So how does that sound, huh? But yeah. I'm not becoming a star. I'm glad to have you people here, but I would not say I'm internet famous. Goodness gracious. 4 likes on the stream though. Very nice. Very nice. We'd love to see that. Until the 30th, yeah. Anyway, I think I might go now. Modest internet star, how rare. I'll stop you. I stream because it's fun. I think that's a good place to be. Ayano Koji Shinji, thank you very much for the cheeky little sub there. But yeah, we're gonna be heading on. It's been a while. Oh, we went for about 1:40, which is nice. We finished off our line art. That's what we wanted to do. Yeah, just kind of chill stream. Basically, what I'm gonna be doing next is probably some ironing. Getting dressed to go out tonight. So yeah, really chill. Really chill. But I think next stream what we're going to do is we're going to do a lot more sort of artsy color stuff. Because that's what we're going to basically spend most of the stream doing. Everything that's happening in that panel, scared the hell out of you. Oh goodness gracious, I'm sorry. I am sorry. Yeah, it's very, very cozy. I do like the stream starting, stream ending and all of that. It's nice. There are some elements that I'd like to tweak myself, but I think for the most part it's pretty good. Anyway. Also, like, especially to do with the VTuber model, there's a big issue that I've been having in terms of, like, where on earth I should put it. I want to, like, change the layout so the model is in the bottom right. But yeah, can that be turned down? Can what be turned down? Can what be turned? Oh, you're talking about my voice. It's because I'm closer to the mic. I do apologize. We'll just turn that down just a little bit. There we go. But yeah. Basically, what we're going to be doing next stream is working on that page, more specifically, doing sort of like more creative stuff. I don't think I'm going to be using Clive's color palette at all, for instance. Oh, the graphic has a loud jingle, does it? That's weird. I could not hear that on my end. Let's go back to the Let's go back to the Oh, it does too. I am so sorry about that. Alright, I do apologize. That doesn't come through on my end. Which I do apologize. Yeah, I'm just gonna end it on this screen there because I don't wanna like blow your eardrums out. But yeah. I might no, sod it, it's fine. I'll figure that out on my own time. But yeah. Take care. It's been fun. And yeah. Thanks Q for sticking around. Thanks Callahan for joining. Thank you Nitro. Thank you. Oh goodness, Ayano Koji, I did not see that. Whoops. And unfortunately cannot help you out with your homework. Thanks Callahan, thanks Flatfrog for subscribing. Thanks Fucky for sticking around. And yeah, I'm gonna go now. It's been fun.